Good afternoon. Here is something that I put it together. So here is I have the last picture. I have 16 picture in this PowerPoint. This one is the last one, talking about mind release. And this is the second last, the 15, talking about the factor of our mindfulness training. So this is the factors of mindfulness training in order that we bring the mindfulness into something very different. It's a process of try to successful bring this five factor into being. If these five factors come into life, we are turn this life quality into different. Yeah. Here I want to start is the first one right now. I try to bring my topic and teacher list topic together because I want to show you something what link together with the talk. I am focused into the Brahma Vihara and then covered by the early teaching. Early teaching, we have two going on. One is AQ, one is IQ. But the Buddha not mention too much about Brahma Vihara in the early day of his life. Why? This has been questioned in my life, been questioned. Why not cover EQ? Means the emotional intelligence, that part is not covered by the Buddha, as he mentioned, important teaching to his life. Only 37 factors of awakening and the four jhana means AQ is again and again mentioned. You need to concentrate, you need to concentrate, you need to build up the jhana, you need to build up the jhana state of life. And then you need to, cultivate these 37 factors of awakening. Is almost, I think, all the sermon he bring to his listener, his disciple, his monastic close disciple, lay practitioner, even though dialogue with other walks of spiritual life, and dialogue to the king, the officers in the government system, merchant, and overall life. He shared only IQ and AQ, mostly. Not much mentioned when I read his primary sources. So it made me in the mind, very deep in the mind, always, I'm in the samsara. Samsara in a small circle. This circle about the path. What is the meaning about the path? Not perfectly know as what I know. Until today's going on, I have a little bit in my mind. I almost solved the problem. So this is the thing that I want to show you. One is the Theravada mention. They mention about the IQ and AQ. Mostly forest monk, in the monks who serve in the society, they always go these two, IQ or AQ. And when we come to Mahayana, Mahayana is talking about compassion, wholeheartedly, no boundaries compassion. And they talk about loving kindness, have some bottom line, neutral, like Daniel mentioned, neutral, to put your idea into more higher perspective. Yeah, from there to see things differently in order that neutral is the detach. We try to detach so close into the value, then we bring our mind into a more highest perspective to see things, to serve them, to help them, like that. So in compassion as a bodhisattva means not many we can do unless you become like your life is live like a monastic. Don't have any boundary, don't have any serving. Everything can give up, even though the life can give. That kind of high perspective, so pure the life is very difficult. So compassion in the elders' compassion easy. As someone who need to purify until he have no ego, no that kind of proud, self-conceit, totally let go, come to knowing the emptiness of nature, knowing that the no self-collector, it's very difficult in that kind of higher, unless you go to practice. So that I mentioned here, if you see the blue triangle, I put three things together into one. That is a panya, metta, and jhana. I use a Pali word or the old English word, old Dhamma word, not use English, not use Chinese, that directly use the language that in the original. So this mention is not go outside, not to exterior service, is to point to the purpose of Nibbana. Means who want to build up such one like banja, wisdom, such one like compassion, such one like jhana. Your goal need to be pointing to Nibbana. I want to, eventually my life need to turn my collector, turn my mind into like the Buddha, enlightenment, totally let go. Then you can perfectly your compassion, perfectly your wisdom, and perfectly your IQ. Because that need to link to total detachment, perfectly into overcome this training of detachment. So worldly clinging cannot be easy to done in that part. So they have one kind of person can be going into practice. He don't need to listen to the Dhamma. He don't need to know about the teaching, but he can enlighten himself. That is called solitary enlightened one. So the Buddha himself, before he found the truth, he got all the training from other teacher, but not come to the point. So he goes solitary, secluded life for himself until he stay in that kind of IQ. He penetrate to this last wall. He break through that wall and open up everything. Got his mind free, totally mind free, or life totally liberated. Not only body and mind included. So body and mind totally free is very challenging, especially I pointed out like jhana, and someone said that his bodily pain and hurt. If anyone can overcome the feeling of body, it should go to jhana. because jhana is like very deep in concentrate until you don't feel the body. If you don't feel the body, then body pain is not included in the mind observation. Mind already go to more narrow into a mind's perspective, not the bodily perspective. So it's not touching to any element. Then he can overcome the mind, the bodily problem. You see the last part I mentioned here, if you see the streak, what it is called? Vertical line? Horizontal? Yeah, horizontal line. That is how we break it to emancipation. From the four elements, come to six sense page, come to feeling, come to perception, come to mental formation, and round by conscious and penetrate to emptiness. You see? So this is a new map that after one night in the morning, I wake up totally, I found this solution and break my mind's, what I call that, new discover of right view. I never go to so perfect to see the structure in Buddhism makes sense to me until that night. So I become something that come into mind is here, the blue sign. Yeah, the blue sign. Yeah, and with Mahayana, it just come from metta and panya. He don't go much because he served the society, social life, community life, mostly Mahayana did. So that jhana, that base, is not much in experience. Since this triangle, as what not too perfect, but it work to success into Nibbana. So you can, from this three triangle, any part of it directly go, you solve the problem. You don't have to have three triangle go as one. This is what I found the personality in all the noble elder. I check their life, I read their biography, I connected with them in very close to my generation. Yeah, I got their teaching directly, pass it from the order. I see their personality or the character. Sometimes just carry one panja. Sometimes just carry very sharp, you can see, is jhana. Sometimes that you come to them, you can see all they give you is wholeheartedly very warm support, compassion. So they just carry one. Directly can, their life directly can turn their character into Nibbana. How? Skillful me. Skillful me. Okay, when I talk to skillful men, then I come to this picture. This is called skillful men. No matter where you want to start from to look into, there are only these three. I say IQ, EQ, or AQ. So you can see I line up there. 37 factors of awakening, I call it IQ. The second one is the four immeasurable, or the four Brahma Vihara, I call it emotional intelligence. That is how the second one. And the third one is a nine gradual concentration, means all the state of training in the adversity conscious. Yeah, means here what we teach and what we practice about concentration. Directly go to concentration skill. So I will have more sharing with you all this, not only the title there, I will give more condense to it and give more definition to it in all these three kind of skill. As a practitioner or a trainer, at least this lifetime, you want to train well, you need to pick up one. At least pick up one and go as soon as possible. Learn the contents before you apply into the training. If right now in your mind that you don't have that kind of content in the memory, it's not going to work. You need to already remembering it. Then in the practice, you can put it into contemplate. We call that right contemplate. So already you need to remember means right view. Learn past that. Learn the right view means people already experience, like you go to mathematics, you need to follow up. Remember, before you can do innovation discovery. If you don't learn the basic, means you don't have basic. How can you move forward? Means you experience to yourself, maybe very, very long way to go. In order to make you short way to go, you need to, stand in the people's shoulder in order that you can catch up to a higher distance, higher state, because of people's shoulder give you a support. Yeah. So this is what I said there. Three sets of skillful application of samatha and vipassana. Yeah. How you can make your mind very concentrate. I give a good example. What is concentrate? Like Dan Ye Ye. One thing is very, very hurry and put a lot of time into his business or so busy is focus in writing, focus in concentrate to the Dhamma. Before he is concentrate, but not like this. Very sequent, very good in order. Just day and night, I think only Poo here is a miss in concentration. Other than all the time, he keep thinking. Am I right? Otherwise, it can form the book like this. You see, if you want to form a book like this, I cannot make it because a lot of time I'm not in the book. That kind of orders of contemplate. Yeah, so you need to check all the mistakes. Otherwise, you write something that not make sense. Shameful. In the Dhamma, shameful. Yeah, so all the mind already in what we call the learned contemplate. So he contemplate in the Dhamma, the new discover. Something is know there. I want to write something is make sense and not been, writing. Yeah. So that is something that I call that samatha, means really accumulate your mind and body energy, need to put it in because this makes sense to you. And you connected with what? Why it makes sense? The truth, the law. Yeah. Discipline is the law. What is the truth? Something can break your mind and body's obstacle, come into liberate, come into freedom. So we don't tell that you go to Liberty Island in New York, you can get free. No. Free is in this very body's training. Only here make the quality changing into make sense. Otherwise, the exterior quality not count at all in Buddhism. So that is something that I call that vipassana, means the inside. I tell you the truth, you tell me the truth, but who pick up the thing that workable and functioning very well to build up all the factor to awakening? Oh, we will listen to the truth. And someone that come here and I give them some guidance and some advice too. He said, okay, I understand, I pick up. And then when they left this monastery, totally, when you left, thing already dropped. When you go there, you don't carry. You go back to the life in the daily life, not carry anymore. You see? So people's mind need to carry something is the truth, the factor. In order that the mind can carry something, the mind need to be very sharp. Keep remembering, not let go. I want to say a word is like a dog. Bite a bone. My dog bite his tooth. He don't let go until many time I went, hey, give me. Very stubborn. So people come to the truth is a stubborn, but stubborn in wholesome. He see the value want to build up. So he need to let go, release from all the negative factor and build up, refresh himself in the good factor. Here, another map I made. Yeah, this is body and mind. You see up there, body and mind. You see? So you can see that down there is the center from samatha and vipassana, and you can come. You see the center. I use the word that called oneness, means unity. Yeah, means it's not this separation. In ancient India, samatha go one way. And the life that the scholar or the leader in the society that go vipassana, they have insight. Yeah, so this go two way. Yeah, wise person is wise in contemplation. He is not wise in breakthrough. What you call that penetration. Not wise to penetration. So when he sees something that very sad, he still cries like me. Very wise, but still crying. Easy to cry, If samatha means he is very cold. When someone already emotion, he's still cold. He sees something, he hears something, but his emotion been totally stopped. That is one kind of personality. So two kind of personality is not perfection. They go two directions, but Buddhism put it together back. Yeah. So this togetherness is training from the upper part. Mind and body need to come together. So what can make this come together? Four satipatthana. It's not anapanasati. Anapanasati is to go into something that when he do anapanasati, he have it. In four posture, he might not have it because anapanasati is going into the breathing. So when you walk, when you sleep, it may not cover that skill. So if you can cover all the skill, you need to put the anapanasati into standing, sitting, walking, and lying down. So Anapanasati is not in the 37 factors of awakening. Yeah, so 37 factors of awakening start from 4 Satipatthana, because 4 Satipatthana is cover all the training of Anapanasati. Yeah. So this is what I found the difference. Yeah, I not mention too much about Anapanasati because that is the skillful mean in stillness meditation, but not in dynamic meditation. Not much about lying down meditation. If lying down meditation need to work it very well in Anapanasati, it's not in this Anapanasati, it's in this Anapanasati, into the lower stomach. Because lower stomach, that the training that I found, you need to have pressure in the lower stomach and a long way to go from the training, standing, to come to sitting, come to walking, all the contact. Then your picture into this contact, and this contact have pressure, then the rising and ceasing will be included from the mindset when lying down have no WILL, because you totally give up the body. Nobody is formed when lying down posture. So very difficult training. Until today, I have confidence to say this because of many observations I put into training to find that if someone cannot sit, cannot stand, cannot walk, he is not liberated yet. What can he do? If this life come to an destruction, very ill, only lying down take place, nothing else can be done. What can he do? Keep observation, keep vipassana. So this becomes something that I create myself, a new innovation of skillful me to this very life. Okay. So here is something that I put it into the noble path, and the fruit come into the map, the map, that character of personality and the mentality or the mind attitude set. And then the third one is realizations of the Dhamma. So realization of the Dhamma, I only use one word, is set the points of concentrate and observation into the rising and ceasing. The rising or ceasing of phenomenon, exterior, material forms of phenomenon, I don't have that kind of skill. That is a scientist base, then engineer base. I will not go there. And the set the point of this vibration of the very body self, physician take care. Not my question. But mental, psychologically, you can see the mental, all the fabrication of mental pop up. It's too subtle. Too subtle. I can't put my mind there. The only what we can put the mind is the breathing. So breathing, rising, and ceasing is not the physical chemical reaction, but it is the sign that this nature is still there. So it's the breathing. So the breathing, I put it into here, lower sama, is according to the teaching of the sutra. The Buddha said that the observation in most subtle, only one step into Nibbana, you are in the gate. What is the gate? Observation of rising and ceasing. Very life. So how can you concentrate into no more other disturbances? Only you see is rising and ceasing, rising and ceasing, rising and ceasing. So you need to train yourself is training into this space. Start from this space. So this space have a nice sequence of the jhana state going on. The number 9 is observing and concentrate in the rising and ceasing. So all the yogi, they only go to number 8. The number 9 state of concentration found by the Buddha himself. What I tell you is according to what I'm reading into the primary sources of the Samyutta Nikaya. I use the oral words, simple word to say, but have a lot of evidence I already been covered by my self-research because I want to learn and try to discover the truth to overcome my doubt in the mental state. I don't want to carry the question going on anymore. I want to carry my path and my stick. When aging, I need to use the stick. I have the stick going on. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going into this part, and then the I say the realization of Dhamma is the rising and ceasing. No more become more settled. No, this more settled is observing the rising and ceasing. I found in the teaching, the original resources by the Buddha. He already mentioned. Another point, not rising and ceasing, is ceases, cessation, totally cessation. That means you come to Nibbana. You turn your life into the quality. This very body is turned into Dharma body. We call it Dharma body. Means you see his body and mind is like a real person, but this real person have no quality of real. He already penetrate to all real. It turn into what we call it Dharma or the truth. This very body and mind represent the truth. That. This kind of understanding is not teaching by the teaching of God. The God have another perception that powerful beyond human life. Human life cannot come into that as the changing of quality. Only can merge into that quality if that is the truth. The God teaching is mentioned like that. But the Buddha mentioned is without the teaching of God, he have other skill can matching into the truth like that. That truth he named it as Nibbana. Means totally let go. No more name and form can be using. Means cannot be labeling. If you want to labeling it with 1%, it's not there. Artificially, you can use a lot of word to say something or use a sign to say something. Everything becomes possible to tell the truth. So the Chinese use stick help you go to the truth. See? Not mentioned in Indian culture. If we come to United States right now, the culture abuse someone, he can come to the truth. Not make sense. You go to the jail. But when you see the Chinese Chan practitioner, he give you a trap, come into the door. He observe your urgent ego to search for the truth. Once you put your leg and enter into the door, you shut the door, break the leg, broken. When that sharp pain come into the mind, suddenly enlightened. He lost his leg, but he earned enlightenment. So not only he lost his leg, he feel painful, but he feel very happy to say thank you, appreciate, because leg broken, mind liberate. When I see it, not make sense at all in this human reality or understanding what is the value there. But when I look a lot in the attitude of the mindset, it makes sense. This bodily is nothing. It's a tool, like the car. Like the car. It just gives you convenience, but you can't take the car everywhere to go. Somewhere you need to drop it and then carry on your journey. It only can come to a certain distance to help you convenient. It can go all into the life. So my attitude that can remain there is called a factor. Yeah, just now when I talk with you all in there, I will bring the factor. I have three set of factor. You know, the first set of factor I call three higher practice. Still remember? Yeah, the second set of factor that Mahayana carry, I call that six parami. Do you remember? And then after many years, I come back. I go to Burma. I'm not found. I don't lucky enough to found. And when I come back to Malaysia, suddenly that news of the teaching in the Burmese Buddhist commentary carry the teaching come to Malaysia and translated. They call 10 Parami. And we have one set teaching in Huayan Jing, Chinese translation of a commentary. They call 10 perfection. It's just this, what we call that right now, this modern time, contemporary time, we found another set of parami called 10 parami. It's from these two traditions. They found it, and put it together. You know, it means this observation of the wisdom to liberation totally is not in who's right. It's all the human can be realized, can be touching to that information by practice. That is a value. So I, until today, I am already many decades in the Dhamma. So I found these three sets of training as skillful means. So for this young boy, 15 years old, he already listened to these three sets of factor, three sets of important messages of the factor in Buddhist skillful means. Either set, if it can put more time to it, I think is valuable to any other teaching and education into the life, can make this very body, very life. into wholesomeness, perfect into wholesomeness, and perfect his mind into unshakable strong. Build up your own confidence. Otherwise, easy to knock down by stress. Because when you go to sixth sense, all is about stress. No other thing is value to this very life. It's just a delusion. Okay. Now we go little bit, not delusion. Three kinds of Buddhists. Yeah, in the personality or in this life character. In the Buddha time, that we have three kinds of personality mentioned by the Buddha again and again when he keep what we call that sermon to the disciple. So once he can talk to the disciple is I am, I am. So he mentioned I am the Samma Sambuddha, means the totally awakened. So totally awakened, he have passed into these three. The first one is his determination, means he wished to become something. So from there, he talked about, I am the Bodhisattva before I enlightenment. So right now you come to the Bodhisattva retreat before your enlightenment. You see? So before your enlightenment means what is the factor you need to build up? You see? So to turn this life quality into something that makes sense to overcome all the stress. Make sense into skillfully handle all the problem, solve all the problem. Not only solve your own problem, solve others' problem too. I don't see other thing that can be work more skillful than solve problem. So 20 years ago, I already enlightened the life most action that I can put into this bodily conduct and verbal conduct is solve problem, not create problem. But when you come to the society, in the community life, from time to time, we are troublemaker. And your friend too, your partner too, your family too, or even to this and that too. When they come to your life, it becomes the troublemaker. But make sure that the first enlightenment for yourself is you see, the life is the most important thing that what I can do to benefit is solve problem. All the time to become more patient to solve problem. When difficult come to you, this is a problem. Let me solve it. You are enlightened. Yeah, I try to cover all the time like that, but still not being covered very perfect. Sometimes angry, sometimes hopeless. Hopeless become depressed. Angry, then you miss the target. You fight with the target. You see? So our mind state, mind attitude is not balanced in concentrate. So once you're very concentrate, that solves problem at all. Like Dan Ye, when you're writing a book, you check and check, all problem, solve it. When you see a mistake, you solve it before let it go. Okay? So he looked for a lot of helping. Sometimes here helping, there helping, He solve problem. I'm too like that. So when people come, then they help me. If they not help me, I help myself too. Solve problem. So Bodhisattva as a baby Bodhisattva. Listen to me. A baby Bodhisattva is try to very enthusiastic to solve problem. You are a Bodhisattva in baby. The life is just very happy to solve problem. You are the one who will grow very fast growing. Okay, so here, after the Buddha, he enlightenment see that, oh, there is not self there. There is an emptiness there. Means boundary already broke, not inner boundary, exterior boundary. In the same time, it broke, turning into the truth. So he come back to the life. He become a big Bodhisattva, great compassion, very wise to deal with problem, very concentrate and calm, unshakable, strong, walk into the problem. What is the problem? Suffer. Living being. Only living being and suffer can make you show all the wisdom, show all the concentrate, and show your emotional intelligence. Why turn it into monk life? I think I already mentioned this answer. Life as a common life, it is a problem. Like a spy, when I go to rubber estate, you know, and rubber estate have the 蜘蛛是吗? Spider. I saw it, you know, when the line, one line, rubber estate, 3 by 3, 10 feet a tree. And then the spider, they make net there, big one. If he bite you, whoop, bloom up, very poison. So when I saw them, I take the stick, you know, whap it, whap a corner, you know, whap a corner of his neck so that I can pass through, you know. Second day, he built up again. He formed back again. Then the second day, I went up again. He built up again. Until I angry, I totally went up and then take it to the side. And then the second day, he come back again. Well, nigga. This is what I see. In that time, I don't know. This is called samsara. Habitual pattern. Life born with habitual pattern. You see? So right now I see all life carry his habitual pattern. So we don't have such one in the similar. Right now I saw, don't have such one can go company with you in the similar line. No. Someone 10 step away, someone 1 mile away, someone very far at the back, someone very front in the front. You need to go alone. Yeah, so the Buddha, he is a secluded life because go alone. This is the nature of the truth. Every mind, body, go alone. Brother and sister. Eventually go alone. You can help only certain part of the life, you know, connected, friendship, everything. Try to support each other. But come to the mind freedom, go alone. Yeah, so the Buddha, he enlightened, and then he saw someone that in his character called Pachika Buddha. means private Buddha. This is a new word I learned from the big Buddhist translation, private Buddha. And in Chinese, we don't use a private Buddha. We use aloneness Buddha. Alone. We use the word alone or single. Single. You see? This is a very controversy to our understanding as a lay practitioner. We always want to have friend, have partner, even to have this very good, relationship that we can carry ourselves, go better in harmony. But when we come into, reality, I just saw that very difficult to find that kind of partnership in the life, and a lot of broken heart story is because of this partnership. In any moment, come to any condition, it totally become not work very well, and all this is because of the nature of the material phenomena, the nature of this body phenomenon, and the bad nature of the mind phenomenon. It just fall apart. If not fall apart, I don't trust the Buddha's mention impermanence, changing. It fall apart. Last week, I go to a funeral service. It's just very, very fortunate family. Not much about economy problem, not much about families unharmony. Everything like in the normal life, it's just perfect. But when all these things perfect, then the mother come into the end of life because of aging, come to destruction. The son crying loud. So when I go there, I mention about this. His son is a priest. I think the Guan Yin Bodhisattva is like Jesus, mentioned about love, pure love, Greek love, like that. As a human civilization, what the human can enlighten, and it is not in a boundary of west and east and somewhere else. No, that boundary is the enlightenment of individual. When you come to the point, it just comes to the point. So I go there. I don't want to hurt their feeling. I don't want to disappoint their understand based in there. So I keep this because the mama is put all the statue in all his house, only Guan Yin statue and Guan Yin picture there. All his worship is the compassion one. So he is dying in the day of the what we celebrate the Guan Yin Bodhisattva. And I keep teaching in here of the Guan Yin Bodhisattva. She passed away in the house there. Before that, I go there. I say, mention to her, I give you my beat. Sometimes I'm struggling, cannot go sleep because of so painful this life, an individual problem going on. Sometimes on my mind too. It's struggling there, so I cannot go sleep. Then I use my beat. Holding, I need to carry on soft problem, try my best. But I cannot go myself into burning. If you compassion, you go to burning, then it does not make sense. Yeah. So when I talk to this to him, she very touched. So let me bow to you. Let me bow to you. Oh, the Christian family there. I said, no bow. No bow. Don't need to show this. Yeah. Your life already become this. Don't need to show. This is what your value. This is what your character. Just put this character. You are right. Don't need to change. The character is there. Keep going. Yeah. This will make all the fortune for yourself. Only good become fortune. If not become fortune, it's no harm there. Good is good. Yeah. So this in the Buddhist training, it still make it into many different level. I see all the level, but I just put it into 3 level. You can see I put it into 4 level. Yeah. That's a most personal practice he can part by part in his realization to fulfill the perfection. So the last one is the perfection. Before the last one, all that time is a different state to upgrade themselves, to advance their practice like that. So this is when I talk into this, I will show you more in this teaching. So here, no, I already put that into, yeah, thought we put that into the last 12. Huh? Okay. Is it time's up already? Oh, okay. So I will go to start from the 37 factor and come to the compassion teaching and come into the jhana teaching tomorrow afternoon. I try to see whether I can cover these 3 or not. At least I give you information. I give you all the information because that is my concern. My life most important concern. Yeah. So right now, mostly I think I got at least the first time solved the problem in my own done. Yeah, I see the thing there, so perfect connected and so perfect individual can break through. Don't have to take 3. Yeah, so this is how the skillful mean have been covered. Okay, thank you.